Okay, we are live. I probably should have changed my phone to do not disturb because it is my birthday today and I've been getting texts and phone calls nonstop. Hopefully none of that stuff interferes with this scope. If it does, we'll redo it. I am going to talk to you guys today because there's a lot that went on this morning and I want to walk you guys through everything. So Leo's in the treadmill with Jen. Jen's gonna also record couple things. What's up, Ozzy? How are you, my friend? Ozzy just walked in. We're doing a stove right now. Hey, down. Good. There's nothing really for him to do downstairs. Maybe take Toby out.
Yeah.
Take Toby out. Oh yeah, maybe just take Toby out when you get a chance. Alright. Yeah.
Who else is downstairs?
Does he need to be fed?
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah.
Toby will be good for another half cup meal.
Here, I have his food actually.
Oh, his food portion is right here actually. Alright. So, a couple things. What we're doing is we're working multiple dogs at once, right? We were doing this earlier. Somebody who is, let me actually place him real quick. Jen, come on, buddy. Good job. Please. Good.
Oh, Size Owner says happy birthday.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying happy birthday.
Thanks, guys. Nope. Down. Good.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. So, I'm going to fill you guys in. We also have Echo in the back here. My plan this morning
There's Echo.
with Jen was to show how you can take advantage of the situation, but also it can be dangerous. These are all border trained dogs with the exception of these two. They all have issues, right? This is not happy-go-lucky issues where their issue is they don't know how to sit or they don't know how to shake. So, with that said, we were going to start to plan to have dogs hold place, and as they were holding place, look, you get distractions like this too, which is nice, right? As they were holding place, I started to work Jerry. Jerry is a dog that does really, really, really well. And you guys have seen outside, he's doing fantastic. He's getting set to go home on Saturday. One thing that could use a little work with Jerry is when he gets a little bit resistant on leash, just communication to get him to a better place is when he feels tension on a leash, remote helping to not freak him out, but as that raises to bring him closer. So he's worked with a lot of little taps here and there, but he's also a dog that used to redirect on humans and stuff. So he got a little weirded out by, you're not going to believe this, by a fly that was flying around and was freaking him out and he couldn't focus, right? So he was trying to leave the placemat and I was grabbing the collar to kind of bring him back, and he was trying to get out where his reaction was to kind of almost not really bite you, but just kind of, I can't be by that fly thing. For me, I can't allow that behavior to get away because I actually let go of the collar. So I try to bring him back, it happens again, so now the behavior is working, it's getting stronger. Went ahead, grabbed the leash, went to bring him back, he was getting resistant. Try to use a little bit of remote and dialed up, and it sent him into a little bit of I'm not going back there. So he kind of knew the remote, but because I didn't take the time to work on that situation prior, when I needed to use it in a rare situation like this, it wasn't as clear, so it created a little bit of panic. That created a ripple effect with other dogs, and as a result, fortunately I was here with Jen, and we were able to keep them all contained, but it got a little panicky, right? What was important there is that we breathe. What's the, that we did breathe. I guess that there's no breathe with a D, right? What's important is that we breath, that we
took a breath.
That we continue to breathe. We didn't scramble to put dogs away. There was some dogs that were in training that we said, okay, you can put the puppy down, you can do this, they're not ready, let's focus on these guys. I didn't abandon ship. We got back to where we were, and he was nervous after the situation, but we got him right back into action, worked him, he was the champ. Now he's getting ready to pass that over there. So we took advantage of I guess something that we didn't plan to go that way, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So now he's good. Then what we did was we worked Sloan. Sloan was awesome. Sloan was like a firecracker. One thing that we were talking about was, I think it was really good for Sloan to see that chaos. And Jen actually brought this up. To see that chaos, but have him realize that even through that, we're still here for you, and we're still working you through it so nothing changes. So he came out and he was ready to work like a champion. It was probably the best I've seen with him with me, which I'm very, very proud of. And now what we're doing is we're just working Jed. We have Leo on the treadmill. Leo's anxiety has been pretty bad downstairs in the crate. So we're working on that by working on this stuff here.
One thing to point out too is that Jerry is now falling asleep in the corner that he was scared of.
Exactly. Yeah, so like when we got in there, we forced him, like we're doing this, there was a little bit of weirdness at the beginning where I was like, no, you're getting on, but look, I'm releasing you, and we got through it. So that was the rough stuff. I almost, if we had an extra set of hands where the camera was there, I would have almost liked for everybody to see that from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard, the chaos, but the end result was like, holy cow, and we still had a happy dog and everything, right? Mm-hmm. So we also have Solely holding place, we have these guys holding place. What I pointed out, which is really important, was that one thing you have to be good at when you work in multiple dogs is coning your energy in the direction that you want it to go, and not having it so open that every dog thinks you're talking to them. In the early stages, while dogs are learning this, and while you're trying to perfect that and get better at that, it makes more sense to have the dog that you're working in this area while the other dogs are here. So you can be very happy-go-lucky with this dog, and you can be very, assertive here, where the
unengaging.
The body language is stay how you are. Okay, let's kind of work. I brought that point up, and then right after he was being a firecracker, because these are two more nervous dogs, Sloan and Jed. I placed him there, and right after Sloan was done, I went to try and call Jed. Jed was coming, and Sloan was coming. I had to note Sloan, and that body language and pressure also gets Jed to be like, but I thought you just called me, right? So that's something that I, as an operator error, I have to go, ooh, you know what? If Jed was the type of dog that was like really motivated, like Echo, then I could afford to note Sloan, no problem, and then call Echo again because it's not going to bother him. But because that could be a little conflicting for a dog like Jed who's so nervous, I said, you know what, let's call him off, let's put him here. Sloan's not going to get put away because she messed up. She's going to learn how to hear that. He's going to learn how to hear that.
We always call Sloan a boy because he looks so much like Maya, or a girl, because he looks like Maya.
He looks like Maya, yeah, exactly. And now my body language is faced differently, so he can hear that and go, oh, that's not for me. Because it's really hard when you hear something, you might not hear your name, but you hear here, and then you see the body language that's facing you, even though it's for this dog, you know what I mean? So that can be a little weird. So anyway, that's a lot of talking, but I want to share that with you guys. Hopefully that's valuable for you. Now we're going to jump right into this guy. Jen, here. Oh, so good, good. Yes. Really nice, bud. Really nice.
I missed that because you got a text message that I read.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't follow him all the way to you.
Jen, sit. Good. Down. Yes. So good. And I do practice yeses around this area, but maybe not so much the direct recall, because every dog, even though they're placing and they're looking relaxed, they're being worked right now too. When he's done, he's going to relax while I'm working another dog, and the cycle goes on, right? So, sit. Good. Down. Very nice. Let's go. Come on. Please. Yes. So good. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Jed for president.
Jed's the kind of dog that, like, you find on the street and you keep, you know what I mean? It's like, like the dog that always comes to you at the cafe and he just kind of hangs out with you. It's like, whose dog is this? And then one day you just take him home. That's who he reminds me of. Jed, please.
He's so
cute. No, please. Yes. So good. Whoa, that was crazy fast, bud. Crazy fast. Nope. Jed, here. Good. Please. Good. See the difference in the good, right? Yes. Yes is the release terminal command that you get fed for. Good is to keep doing what you're doing, right? So, please. Yes. Good job. Jed, place. Pick up that fur. No, please. Yes. I'll show you. Let me get into a rhythm here. Jed, please. Yes. Good job. I have to make an adjustment too. I was too far. Jed, please. Yes. Jed, please. Good. Down. Good.
Lara asked if we do humans too.
If what?
If we do board and transfer humans, because she.
Yeah, but it costs a lot of money because if I'm gonna do it for your husband.
No, for her.
Oh,
she
for
said
her.
I needed to.
We can do that too, but we gotta hook up some Ranger tickets. She's a Ranger fan, right?
I know.
That's right. Do they play tonight?
Lara, do the Rangers play tonight?
Do the
Lara?
Rangers play tonight? Jen, here. Good. Oh, he's so good.
Sunday.
Sunday, yes.
She said she would pay you in Rangers games.
Really nice. Pay me a whoa.
Whoa.
That sounds like a pretty sweet deal. Place. Down. Good. We got the puppy here. You want to see how much the puppy's grown? Here. Sit him real quick. Sit him.
Look how big that guy is. Nope.
You just focus on the camera there. He's gotten big, right? So that's pretty much it. Another thing that we can do with eye contact. Jed, here, good boy, please. Oh, I didn't realize you were going that way. With eye contact, is you can get him on an area. This helps with place as well. You have him here, and you keep food here. You keep engaging it. If he looks elsewhere, the goal is to keep him engaged with you. Right? And now he's focused because he just heard the door, but I want to bring him this way. I might even poke him in the head for a second. Not in the eyes, in the head.
You can, because you can see Toby outside with Ozzy.
Good. There we go. Yes. So good means keep doing what you're doing. I won't feed on that because I want him to hold eye contact. On the yes, he's done.
Yep.
So this becomes his game, his job. How do I get the food? What do you want me to do? Right? Place. All right. So we come over here. Oh, see, I can bring him back up. Come on. Good. Yes. There we go. Watch how this starts picking up now. Jed, please. Yes. Good job. And the reason I pull away is because I don't want him looking at me just because the food is here. I'm not going to be like, look at me, and the dog is looking at this. And the moment I do this, the dog is looking over here. I want them looking at me. Focusing on me is the answer to you getting good things. In this case, it's food. That transfers to other stuff as well, right?
And in terms of which hand do you feed from?
Oh, great question. So, if the dog is there, and he's looking at this hand and then looks at me, I'm gonna, for the most part, feed from this hand. If the next time he's looking at this hand, and then he looks at me, his reward is gonna come from this hand. So it's like the hand is not the magic. I'm the magic that gets you the answer, right? Jed, please. Jed. Good, yes. Really nice, bud. Really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Good. So that nope, I was ready to step on the leash. Jed. Good. Yes. So that's pretty much it. We're going to be working Soli and Leo in a little bit, and I just want to share that with you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying your day. More Periscopes on the way to come. New Dog Game Question Tuesday episode 30 is now finally out.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What else do we have? Yeah, I think that's pretty much
That's it
it.
for now.
All right, guys. Later. Some good pictures. Did you end it already?
No.
Oh, it's still here. Good pictures on the Instagram page recently posted, and more on the way. I'll be posting about 3 more tonight.
Nice.
Later.
Bye guys.